Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some very intriguing stuff once again to go and talk about and cover, mainly on two big different factors, both in regards to some upcoming next-gen consoles. So we actually have some intriguing stuff because we've actually been seeing some canceled orders, which has kind of been intriguing. We've actually had like perpetual in stock, which in combination with a lot of these canceled orders as well, has also been more on the sketchier side, and just a lot of things put together are a little bit on the weirder things. But as well, part two, is we actually also have loads of stock available, loads of restocks happening, and loads of restock that are actually like pretty much pretty good, I would say. So just a lot of stuff I'll put together is, well, I don't know, just kind of very intriguing to talk about, but also kind of weird to talk about too as well. So hopefully you guys will sit tight and enjoy as well. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 Digital Console Controller. We're going to be very close on that one. Twitter and Twitch stream as well. We got that Weeble, we got that Coinbase, we got all that good stuff down below. And I appreciate you guys so much for watching. So let's go and, well, start talking. So if you guys haven't seen, I covered this up in the day-to-day video. We kind of made a little bit of a topic yesterday. Also a little bit in regards to GameStop too, which will probably be mentioned throughout this video. But for this, if you guys have still not seen it, you guys are for some odd reason still having issues with your Xbox Series X's, like I don't know, at this point, truly, if you guys watched our videos, I have no idea how you have any issues with trying to go to Xbox Series X at this point. But of course, at the same time, I was also asking everyone on YouTube, on my Twitch chat, even up on Twitter. Always make sure you guys are following those up if you guys want to. But when it comes to that stuff, it's like no one really, at this point, kind of wants one. Or at least most of the people who do want one already have had a chance to get it. So first and foremost, we actually covered this earlier on today. So when it comes to this, you guys can see this. Wrong direction. So if you guys can see this, we have that good old Xbox Series X all access and normal versions like itself. Just because it says all access doesn't mean that it's only that. Basically, it's still in stock. And now the main reason why I'm going to talk about this and some of the other various drops is it just kind of seems like this is pretty much like normalized. So I mean, I don't want to get like overly. First and foremost, there's been a few canceled stuff. We'll talk about that in a second. But at least for this Walmart drop, although it has been kind of on-off, it does pretty much kind of seem like it's pretty much on the normalized side. It does seem like a lot of things are going really well. It does seem like a lot of consoles are available. It does seem like a lot of these big retailers must have a lot of stock available in their distribution centers and sitting around. Or as well, it must also mean that Microsoft is maybe finally, after all this time, taking their restocks a little more on the serious side. So I do want to remind you guys, as of today, on Twitter, people tweeting at me, and when it comes to even the YouTube comments, we've had a lot of folks mention on up. The Xbox Series X is still to right this second, as you guys watch this video, unless, it sells out within, the next 10 minutes randomly. But when it comes to this stuff all throughout today, it does kind of seem like the Xbox Series X is pretty much going to be available. So, now at some point it probably will sell out, kind of how we've even seen, there's like a point where maybe like a month ago, we had a GameStop restock with some of their bundles, and it actually took like 4 days and like 3 tweets when it came from GameStop to actually go and sell out. Like it was actually kind of like, I don't want to say scary because I don't really care, for like a big retailer if they can't sell stock for whatever reason. But it was kind of more on the crazy side of like, wow, this is kind of like our first instance of like stock being in for a long time and not selling out. Now, I'm sure this Walmart restock is going to sell out at some point, but it's just kind of crazy to go and see on how long it's been in stock for. But as I mentioned a few times, there's also been a few canceled orders, and we had this happen on the prior Xbox drop, where it was kind of the same thing where they had Xboxes, but like some people were able to go get it and some people had no issues, but then also some folks also had a lot of canceled order issues too as well. So let's go talk about that. But of course, you guys want to go and check right now. If you guys have been trying to get your Xboxes for a while or hook up your consoles for a while, I would say go and check it. Go try to pick it on up. Go and get what you guys can go get and be on the lookout for it. So if you guys want to, Walmart itself, Xbox Series X, you do not need to have the Xbox All Access. And it does seem like we've been getting a lot of folks still, to this day, getting a lot of consoles. So it's nice to see. It's also even kind of funny, too, to see like all these resellers, like the scalpers on these websites, things like the Amazon or other folks out there, still are trying their best to go and try to even scalp this stuff and sell for $645 when you could literally go buy it for, I don't want to say for free, for like retail over at Walmart itself, which is kind of ridiculous. But as I mentioned, we've actually been seeing this as we've been kind of covering the stuff. I made it on the earlier video. We kind of been talking. It's kind of like the topic, I guess, for me for the week of all these Xbox Series X's finally becoming normalized. But even with this, we've been seeing a very large influx of folks also having their orders canceled. So while it's been nice that we're having normal people getting their normal consoles without having to have Walmart Plus and just going on Walmart, checking it out, getting their console within a few days. And some people actually have already received their console, which is awesome, like throughout the past like few Xbox drops. So it's not like these are like, fakes or skamazes or like fake third-party sellers. This is Walmart itself still fulfilling these orders and giving out these consoles. So when it comes to the Xboxes, though, as I mentioned, you guys can see, we actually have been having a lot of people maybe actually overselling. So Walmart itself, I'm not sure exactly, because we're seeing some of these things where it's like, we're sorry, we had to cancel some items due to quantity limits, so cancel it today. We've also had other things too as well, like, hey, cancellation due to quantity limits, and this was actually from yesterday. And as you guys know, this drop's been out for quite some time. Basically, like, we've seen this up on Twitter saying, hey, like, we have some items we ordered, blah, 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 they have exceeded our quantity limits, so they had to cancel their orders too as well, and then you'll go get your money back after 10 business days, and according to the bank's policies, our apologies, Team Walmart. So, a few intriguing things to kind of go and talk about or bring up. So while we have been seeing like really good news when it comes to Walmart in terms of consoles, in terms of people getting their stock, and people, like, obviously, like I said, like, there are literally people who have ordered and they physically have their items. Like, they physically own the items itself right this second. They are in their hands. It wasn't canceled. There wasn't no any issues. The Walmart website was fine, which is cool. I like that's awesome. Like, to me, I love that. But the one big struggle, though, is, as you guys can see and we talked about, some people just aren't getting their orders in. Now, in theory, we also have seen Walmart individually and also like through their systems go and cancel restocks before, in terms of like maybe someone has more than one console. Maybe someone bought one 6 months ago and they're trying to be like, no, we just don't want any scalpers anymore. We just want to be done. We just want to be done with all this issues, all the drama, all the everything. And honest to God, maybe they're just having just actual inventory issues. So as it is up online, you would assume that they'd want to instantly take it offline the second all the stock's done and they're all sold out. But maybe they just never did. Maybe they're even trying their best to go in future sell. It's like, it seems weird because this is like kind of like one of the first or second times we've seen really big retailers able to do this. Like Walmart usually is like in and out of stock, or they do event drops until they sell out. So at this point, we're going to have this kind of awkward transition time, I think, especially for GameStop, as we covered last night, where they used to see these restocks instantly sell out. They used to see people instantly buy it. They used to go and see people be like, well, no matter what, within 3 minutes is gonzo. And now they're kind of like, well, we maybe sold half our stock in a drop. So we have another 50,000 coming in 2 weeks. What do we do? How are we supposed to deal with this? What's going on? Et cetera, et cetera. So I almost kind of wonder how this is going to turn out. Like for these past, like probably 2 weeks, a lot of these retailers have just been weird. Like think Best Buy, think Amazon, and now even with Walmart, where while it is up on stock and people have been able to go get it, we've also been seeing people getting canceled orders and multiple people getting canceled orders too as well. So we never fully know, but I would still say it's probably worth checking out because as I mentioned before, some folks have physically had them in hand. Like they physically already order them online and they're pretty much able to go get their console. So at the end of the day, I do really think you should go check it out and see. Walmart itself has really good return policies, good live chats, good everything. So in theory, it's probably still worth it to go and check it out and see. But kind of just on top of the fact that even though we're seeing Walmart orders and cancels, we're still seeing a lot of other big retailers still sitting on stock. So as of right now, Antonline does have the Xbox Series X and S all showing up over here. So we see a few bundles, and it's kind of even hard too because even GameStop last night, we covered this, tweeted out and was promoting out again that they actually had more in-store stock. So the Xbox Series X is in the physical stores, but those bundles are even worse than these. Now, I do want to say, like, I'd rather not have any bundle. That's basically for this one. It's not the worst. It's $500, $590. You get the, I guess, hopefully, I think, extra controller. Kind of seems to get the extra controller. You get Halo, which is, whatever, weird, I guess, because they just use Game Pass. It's so much cheaper and easier. You also got, like, a random weird kind of wired gaming headset, which is probably not even a good headset. Like, this bundle, if you can go and just buy it off of Walmart, buy it itself, and have it shipped to your house, that seems so much better than this. Like, I think some people like Antonline and GameStop kind of have to stop selling all these bundles in the near future. And also you can see some other stuff too, like the Elden Ring one. Like here, you guys can even see Halo Infinite Xbox console over there, which we also saw. We also saw some of that stuff floating around too in other countries, interestingly enough. And then also we have like a bundle like this, and I think even Costco itself, if you guys want to go check for your local Costco stores, also do have some Xbox consoles too as well, which this one is also not that bad, just an additional controller. So it's kind of crazy to go and see on just how readily available the Xbox is. And although we have been seeing some Walmart canceled orders, we'll have to maybe see in like another like 3 weeks or a month from now to kind of see if there'll be times still have stock maybe up for multiple days. And at that point, we could pretty much go and declare the Xbox Series X shortage done. Now, the PlayStation still is, on the other hand, still kind of pretty sought after, so we'll have to see it throughout these next few weeks. But overall, very intriguing to go and see, and kind of cool to see all this stuff available. So make sure you guys go pick one up today if you guys want to, and as well, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 Digital Console Controller, Twitter and Twitch stream down below, Webull and Coinbase down below, and all the other various sellouts too as well, Twitter giveaways and stuff like that, and Twitch stream if you guys want to hang out and chill. And I'll see you guys up on the next video. Love you guys.